What's going on, guys? Waco from Revolution, here with a man I can only describe as a legend. Claude Sfeir, one of the world's greatest watch collectors, if not the greatest watch collector in the world, but also one of the nicest human beings in the world. How are you, Claude?
Hi, hello.
So I ran into Claude last year in Dubai Watch Week, and he's like, oh, I have a few watches, and he started to show me some of the most extraordinary timepieces I've ever seen in my life, right? And then later that evening, he and his lovely family brought me and our dear friend Mo Copoletta to go eat some amazing sushi in Dubai.
He won this guy from 50 restaurant. He was like #1 in all the Middle East.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah. Waiting list is 2 hours now.
Oh, great. Well, at least I had the opportunity to go with you, and then and managed to see and experience and actually even look at some incredible images of more watches that Claude has amassed over his career of collecting. So I had proposed to Claude, it's like, listen, why don't we get together every couple of months and just talk about a few watches, you know, a few that are meaningful to you. And he, being the gentleman that he is, has agreed. So he's brought just 3 watches with him today, but 3 very special watches, right? So the first watch is, of course, a watch that needs no introduction. It's a Philippe Dufour Simplicity, but a very, very special one. But before we go into that, Claude, I know you and Philippe are partners. Tell me a little bit about the friendship and then the partnership that came together.
Friendship starts since maybe 1980, when we used to go to the auction house, and Philippe used to restore some pocket watches. And in every auction, I ask him his opinion, what can I buy? And he's always go to pocket watch, to complicated watch. And after maybe sometimes, he went to simple watch.
Right.
He went to simple watch.
Right.
Yeah, but we used to see each other in every auction,
right,
in every bourse, where they do some bourse for some parts, for some, you know, many things. And we became very close friends. And every time I'm in Geneva, I go to see him. And sometimes we go to the restaurant together, we go to the forest together, we go to bike ride.
Yeah, I love this picture of the two of you riding bicycles.
Bike ride together, and we go one next to each other and we talk. We are riding the bike and talking, and he was smoking also.
Pipe.
We do everything together. Yes.
That sounds so civilized.
Yes. Right? Yes, and after long time also we became partners, but secret partners. And
around what year was that?
Well, many years.
Many years.
Everybody want to know, but it is many years before.
Okay, incredible.
But there was many people next to him was not really straight. So every year, some people less and less and less.
Right.
And last 2 years maybe he stay in this atelier. He didn't move from the atelier because of the COVID, and he can do some more work. You know, he can work. So after we do the Simplicity in the 20th anniversary in Philips, we put a watch in pink gold, and it was the top lot of all the watches.
Yes, I remember.
And after that, we decided to do this series, 7 in platinum with blue face, 7 in white gold with 2-tone dial in gray, and 7 in pink gold with brown dial.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was officer case, and till now we produce around maybe 6 watches. Because you know Philippe better than me, you know, he takes his time.
He's meticulous.
Yes. No.
I mean, Claude, I would like to know from you, in 100 years from now, when people look back at this era, what will Philippe Dufour represent? I always talk to him about him as, like, you know, the sort of grandfather of independent watchmaking, but for you, what would he represent?
He represents maybe car making, same like Bugatti, old car, same like Picasso.
Yes.
He's doing everything in hand, and his atelier, you know, is for maybe 20-30 people. He is working alone,
right,
and for each part he made a special machine. For each part he creates some machine specially, and most of those machines are by hand.
Incredible.
Yeah, and you know that the finishing he do it in this gentian. I have a small piece here with me, the gentian.
This is the wood in his backyard, right?
Yeah, the wood. He do it as a small pencil. Yeah, and he start working with it.
Incredible.
And how come he discovered this? He discovered this in the drawer in his old tools, you know, and it was belonging to his grandfather and mother, because grandfather and mother was also watchmaker.
Incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
Watchmakers. Yeah.
But what's really nice also is now you have the next generation. So now he's working with his daughter, right?
Yes. His daughter, she worked with him since she had 14 years old.
Wow.
And after, when she started going to watchmaking school 4 years before, also during the weekend and every day after the school, and she's very good. And to know that she's very good, now around 6 months she is in the atelier. Normally, cannot stay in the atelier more than maybe 2-3 minutes, because classic music, pipe, everything is different, in the atelier there.
Exactly.
Yeah, atmosphere is different.
Tell us about this specific watch, though. This is it's a unique piece, right?
It's a unique piece, and he do this for me when I come to see him. It was my birthday, 60th birthday, 1 month before, around 1 month before, and I found it always the same place,
Where?
Under the pillow.
Under your pillow?
yeah. Before, in November, I found the bike in the room, upstairs in the room. I found the bike. So this one under the pillow, so I took it, and if you turn it, even the engravement is by hand.
Incredible. So the engraving in the back
By hand, yes.
By Philippe Dufour's actual hand. That is incredible.
Yes.
I love the finishing that you've done on the cases for the
the finishing, the matte finishing is nice because you have to make them little different than the white gold.
Of course.
The white gold is shiny, so this one is a little bit different.
It's one thing to hear about Philippe Dufour being the world's greatest finisher, but when you look at the watch, it's not like a human made it. It's like God came from the sky and gave it to us. It's incredible.
Each part is different. Even all this closing part, if you remove them, down also is the same finishing.
Incredible. And actually, I have to say, I love the configuration of the dial. This is my favorite configuration, where the guilloche.
If you see the 12 and the 3 and the 9, they're bigger than the other ones. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger than the other indexes.
Right.
To give a nice proportion.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know how you get any better than that.
There is no better.
There is no better than that. That is incredible.
Then the buckle, if you see, Mary made it also matte and polished. The buckle from the top.
Wow. Oh, yeah. He's making the buckle himself?
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I love the fact that your family all has like simplicities that are meaningful to them.
Yes, Simone and Leia. Simone want to get married, he get one from Philippe present. Even Leia. Also in stainless steel, and me also. I get one watch, one very important one. Maybe I show you in Dubai.
Yes.
It was a stainless steel with black face and red track.
Tell me about how
this one was when I was in the hospital. I get a post-COVID, and I was in the hospital like 7 months.
Right.
And when I came here, I lost like 40 kilos, and I was very ill. So I go to see him to say hello, because he was very, very worried about me.
Of course.
And when I go, always you have your room, you have your bathroom, you have all your flat alone in the home. So I went up, and always, if you put your hand when you sleep, you find something. Always you'll find something. So I found the watch.
So you found a simplicity under your pillow, the
stainless
steel with the steel, black and red.
Yeah, and normal indexes. And and the weight of the watch is like 40 grams. You think that you don't have anything,
Amazing.
you don't feel anything.
Amazing.
Yeah. So three in our family, and 3 in family, in 2 with Philippe family.
Amazing.
1 with him, 1 with the daughter, and 3 with us. So 5 in total, maybe 6 in the whole story.
Extraordinary.
In 50 years.
Extraordinary. So let's go from Philippe Dufour to a fairly big brand, Tudor watches, right?
Yeah.
And this is a very interesting configuration of their day-date watch, because it's got a lapis dial in it. And when I said, Claude, I didn't know they made a version with a lapis dial, you said actually they made 8 of them, and they made them for you.
Yes, yeah. I became very friend and very close from the family of Tudor, because I collect since more than 42 years all the Rolexes, all the vintage Rolexes, and all the vintage Tudor also.
Yes.
And in 2013, they put one Tudor in the charity auction with only watch, and it was in Philips.
Yes.
And all my friends told me that you don't have to go more than 100, 150.
Yes.
They send me message.
Yes.
Most of the dealers, Rolex dealers, was sending me message. Don't go more than 100, 150, no more.
Right.
And one guy, when the auction started, it started by 30,000. And one Italian guy was so happy to get the watch at 30,000.
Right.
And first bid, I bid 100,000.
Wow.
And I continue bidding. All these messages come. I read the message. I put 50,000. I put 100,000. So I bought the watch at 375,000.
Yes, I remember.
In the story of Rolex and Tudor, they never engraved unique piece at any piece.
Right.
So this was the first piece in 2013.
Amazing.
Second one was 2017. I think 2015 was this. 2017, it was the bronze, left-handed.
Yes.
Also, I made 350,000.
Wow.
And the third one was the black, all black.
Wait, so hang on, all three of those watches
I have them. I have them. The last one was with our best friend Michael.
Yes.
I would like to take it, but I was shy to go more than 600. Yeah. Michael is like our, best friend.
Family.
And Dr. Tay is also very famous. And
Yes. Yes.
yeah. So this is the story with Tudor. So I said I have to do some present for some very close friends and some very famous friend. So they couldn't say no. But those watches are also in the family. So even Philippe Dufour had the watch. Even some big people like Killy, Mr. Killy have the watch.
Claude Killy.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Some other name we cannot name. Could be bigger also.
Amazing, amazing. I like how when you talk about watches, it makes you smile so much.
Yeah, of course.
So let's go from that to a vintage watch in this little box here. Tell us about what we have inside here, Claude.
Here we have a small, maybe it was men's watch at that moment.
Yes.
Maybe it was it's a cushion shaped Rolex.
Yeah.
1930, 35.
Yes.
And I think the watch is new old stock, never used.
Wow.
And it has the original box, original special buckle.
Wow.
And there is the original also guarantee.
Wow.
And the guarantees was, at that moment, it was very small guarantees,
Incredible.
Yeah, this is the guarantee.
That was it.
And here is Rolex Watch Co. Ltd. London. It was London or Paris. It was they have two brands.
Yes.
And here they put the name and the number.
Right.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's a small watch. I'm really sorry. I couldn't bring something serious for you today, but
not to worry. It's just the beginning, Claude. As they say in Casablanca, I think this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
Of course.
And we're very pleased to share these watches with you. Thank you so much for bringing them.
No, thank you. The highest. They're writing something on this gold one. On the gold arc, they wrote something. I cannot read it.
The highest honors ever awarded by London, Paris, and Geneva observatories. And that's a stunning watch. Amazing. And I love how the color of the case has changed over time.
Changed completely. I have it in the bank since maybe 30 years.
Wow. Incredible. Claude, thank you for sharing this with us.
Oh,
it's wonderful to see you.
Pleasure.
And I know we're going to go have dinner later on, so I'm very excited about
of course.
That as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Wei. Thank you.
Thank you.